With hyped-up meme coins making their way into the top 20 on coin listing sites like Cryptocompare, it's clear that having the best tech doesn't automatically lead to a multi-billion-dollar market cap. In this video, we will focus on 5 of the top smart contract platforms that may be offering the most advanced technology. While Bitcoin was introduced with built-in smart contract functionality called scripts, Ethereum augmented these capabilities into its Turing-complete smart contracts. Turing completeness means that someone can write programs or contracts that could mostly solve any reasonable computation problems. Since the Ethereum virtual machine is Turing complete, sophisticated language can be implemented into a smart contract. Cardano, which was founded by Ethereum co-founder Charles Hoskinson, promised to improve on Ethereum's smart contract platform. Instead of Solidity, it uses Plutus, derived from Haskell, for its smart contract computation. It also differs from Ethereum by using a dual-layer design in its protocol, where it splits up computations from settlements. Polkadot focuses on the interoperability of blockchains. Its architecture is made up of 4 components: relay chain, parachains, parathreads, and bridges. The relay chain is for the Polkadot's shared security, consensus, and cross-chain interoperability. The architecture of Solana allows it to run parallel smart contracts. It uses a modified version of proof of history using practical Byzantine fault tolerance. There is a block propagation protocol called Turbine, as well as a mempool-less transaction forwarding protocol named Gulfstream. The architecture of Cosmos involves several different blockchains that interact with one another through a central blockchain hub. It uses Tendermint, which is a variant of practical Byzantine fault tolerance. Currently, all of these blockchains still retain the original blockchain UTOX architecture in an account-based form, apart from Nexus. Instead, Nexus has designed a 7-layered software stack operating as a 64-bit register-based process virtual machine rather than a stack-based script. Each layer carries out a specialized process, increasing the efficiency of contract processing. The key difference is that Nexus is built to verify the authenticity, as well as verify the computation of data. Nearly every one of the popular smart contract platforms uses a different database. Here's the lowdown on what database these platforms uses. Ethereum uses LevelDB for managing its database. LevelDB has native implementation in Go and has no schema constraints. However, given that keys are organized alphabetically on a disk, it becomes expensive to access values associated with hashes. This is not something that can be optimized any further. Even though LevelDB works very efficiently with sufficient memory, it no longer does so when additional disk access is needed. Performance degradation is therefore a major concern. Cardano takes data from its blockchain and inserts it into PostgreSQL. This database is one of the oldest, yet advanced, databases around today. Its schema is stable and can be used directly for queries. On-chain data gets stored in tables that are structured to prevent data from becoming duplicated. However, this does mean that extracting data like transactions will require joining multiple tables within a query. Polkadot decided to go with RocksDB for its database, which was developed by Facebook. Building upon LevelDB, this database's reads are mostly coming from RAM. Polkadot and other blockchains are using RocksDB for their database needs. However, there is the issue of needing to undo pending transactions and rewriting the database. Cloudbreak is the database architecture designed by Solana to expand transaction capacity. This database is optimized for simultaneous reads and writes. Since this is a horizontal scaling solution, the database can perform better and be resilient, but it can also lead to less consistency, and there will be more cross-server communication. Cosmos also uses the Google-designed LevelDB. For all of its strengths when used by centralized networks, LevelDB unveils its flaws relatively quickly once a network scales, as is the case with Ethereum and likely soon with Cosmos. Nexus has developed its own database called the Lower Level Database. It is a fast and modular storage engine that is capable of outperforming the current embedded database engines that exist today. Tests have shown an average of 0.33 seconds per 100,000 writes and reads to disk, making it faster than Google's LevelDB. LLD multithreading demoing from May 2021 showed 1,024 threads at 578 million reads per second, and 3,333 threads reaching 4.2 billion reads per second. It is anticipated that staying above 1 million reads per second will be the standard when multithreading is applied during live application. Fundamental to the future adoption of cryptocurrency is the challenge of solving the blockchain trilemma, which is a belief that only two of three qualities, security, decentralization, and scalability, are achievable concurrently. Here are the current scaling solutions used by the popular smart contract platforms. Ethereum is inherently not that scalable at 15 transactions per second on its base layer. This has led to numerous Layer 2 solutions being created. Currently, Plasma, Raiden, and Rollups are being implemented to help with scaling. Cardano also uses a Layer 2 solution for greater scalability called Ouroboros Hydro, while using minimal on-chain storage. Polkadot uses a Layer 2 solution as well called Plasma, just as Ethereum does. It also employs state channel network technology from Stellar Network. Solana uses intra-shard parallelism with the help of its C-level runtime, which executes transactions natively on GPU. Cosmos has on-chain scalability due to using various compatible networks connected through zones and operating in parallel to increase transaction throughput. Nexus is developing the three-dimensional chain, which has three consensus layers that check and balance one another, creating security and decentralization, while the foundation layer aggregates sharded states to achieve scalability. There has been a race to figure out how to best lower transaction fees after fees skyrocketed on the Ethereum network. Here's how the popular smart contract platforms compare when it comes to transaction fees. Users on Ethereum are required to set a gas price and limit. This results in higher fees during times of high network demand, which can cause contracts to fail, while the contract user still has to pay the costs. Transactions on Cardano can be increased or decreased via a community vote, which would require a hard fork combinator event. The fees are usually at 0.17 for simple transactions, while a 0.88 max transaction fee can be reached when transaction sizes grow to the 16 KB maximum. Polkadot uses weight and a per byte fee instead of gas to calculate transaction fees. The current transaction fee on Polkadot is around 0.015. Transaction fees on Solana are usually around 0.00001, but are known to fluctuate over time. The fees are set by the competition for block space. Cosmic aims to accept many tokens created on-chain to use for paying transaction fees. Currently, the transaction fee on Cosmos is around 0.08. With Nexus, each transaction debit or credit is a clustered contract space. It is free to send and receive Nexus coin, tokens, and NFT. Each single transaction can contain a maximum of 100 contracts that can be called with predefined API. Therefore, the transaction fee is calculated based on the number of contracts held within it, at a rate of 0.01 Nexus per contract. With more complex contracts, a user simply pays the cost of execution, which depends on the complexity of the contract without worry of contract failure. Nexus is increasingly becoming noticed as an exceptional and unique smart contract platform that rivals the 5 popular ones compared to it here. The next major milestone of the Nexus protocol is a massive update called Tritium++. This will include a light node mobile wallet, a decentralized autonomous organization, pooled staking, P2P marketplace, and hybrid mode that provides tools to developers to create an individual network right out of the box.